Right, so hello and welcome back to Books and Things and welcome to another video. So, today I thought I would just have a kind of catch up / chat with you guys. This is the first time I've sat down to film a video for just over 3 weeks, which is because I was moving house. So all the videos you've seen from me from the last 3 weeks have all been pre-filmed, except for the video that I put up on Thursday, which was just me rearranging my books in their new space. So it's been, nearly 3 weeks since I sat down to film, which feels very weird, partly because that's much longer than it usually is between me sitting down to film, and also because the world has hugely changed in the last 3 weeks since I sat down to film, which is very, very strange. I feel like these have been 3 of the longest weeks ever. I'm sure everyone who is watching this video, like me, has had their lives affected by coronavirus. I feel like it would be really weird not to mention it, especially as I haven't filmed a video for a few weeks. So I, like many people now, am working from home and not leaving my flat very much. Which is quite strange, and I'm still getting used to. Luckily, I can do a lot of my work from home. I work in publishing, and while we're not quite sure yet how the publishing industry will be affected, working in editorial, the majority of the work I do is going to be fairly similar to how I would do it in the office, or with adjusted measures that can be made, and we're sort of getting used to having Skype meetings and stuff like that. It's all very strange, and it feels very strange at the moment, and I think it will probably be very strange for a while. But obviously I'm still reading a lot of books. In fact, I'm reading more than normal. I've read a lot of books in March so far, and March is not over yet. Partly because I suddenly have a bit more time, but through lots of plans being cancelled, and also because, like many people on BookTube, I'm sure, I use reading a lot as a comfort thing, as something which always makes me relax and feel less stressed, so I have been reading quite a lot. I'm trying to still keep my day on weekdays in a good routine, so that I'm working my usual hours but working from home, and then I'm still commuting within my flat, so I'm still reading for an hour before and after work, which is what I usually do on my commute to and from work. So I'm trying to keep that routine in my day, partly because I think it's helpful to have a routine, especially when unusual things are happening in the world, and also because it means I'm still getting in those 2 hours of dedicated reading every day. And then I'm also reading a bit more in the evenings at the moment too, so still doing lots of reading. BookTube will continue as normal. I'm still hoping to put up lots of videos. I'm still going to be doing my readathon in April, my TBR Clear Out readathon, the purpose of which is to read lots of the books on your shelf that you've been neglecting, which I've been planning for ages, and I announced towards the beginning of March. The readathon is going ahead in April. There will be videos up. My TBR should be up on Thursday, and hopefully some of you guys will join in as well. I'm looking forward to it. I think it will be a nice, fun distraction from current world events, and I have a lot of books on my shelf that I could get to, and being inside my flat more than usual, I might be able to get through even more books in 1 month, which I think will be a good target to focus on. But more on that on Thursday when I put up my TBR. As I said, I'm planning on videos to continue as normal. I'm still reading a lot, and I feel quite lucky that my main hobbies are reading and writing and making BookTube videos, all of which I can still do from within my own home without leaving my flat. So videos will be carrying on as normal, though it is a weird time. I'm going to be talking about books a lot and hopefully not talking very much about the situation in the world, because it's quite stressful, and like many people, I find reading but also watching BookTube and making BookTube videos a nice distraction. So in other news, there are 2 other things I wanted to talk to you about. One is that I have moved house. This is a new background behind me, as you may notice, and I put up that video last week, which I'll link down below if you haven't seen it, of me moving all of my books from one place to another and reorganising them on my shelf. I have less space for books in this flat. In the old flat there was a very handy architectural ledge where I put a good third of my books on, which we don't have in this flat, so this is just the shelf behind me and a pile behind me as well, piled up with books. All of my books are double stacked. They're pretty tightly packed in. I don't really have any space for any more books. At some point I hope I will get a bigger bookshelf to fill properly this space here and to go higher up as well. That's my plan, but for now this bookshelf is fine. It fits everything on, even if I can't see half of my books. That's not the end of the world. I felt like as well I should tell you how I've organised my books in case it interests anyone. I'm not going to be doing a bookshelf tour because my books are just too tightly packed on that shelf. I might do a video of like, here are all of my unread books kind of thing, but I'm not going to show you all of my books in a video. I'm not going to do a bookshelf tour at any point in the near future, certainly until I have more bookshelves, because it's just too tightly packed for me to take everything off. But basically I've got like 2 classic shelves, and my classics are all together. They are sort of vaguely in order by edition and publisher, and within publisher in vague alphabetical order. But because I've had to pack things so tightly, sometimes the alphabetical order slightly fails. In the 2 shelves below I have all of my contemporary fiction, and what I've done is put the books that I've already read at the back, and then the books that I haven't read yet at the front, so that I can like see my TBR immediately before me and like read my way through it. And then I also have like a pile of books beside the shelf, which is like short story collections, poetry and non-fiction, which have all been kind of shoved together, and I've had to order them by size so that the piles of books don't fall over, but that's fine. And then I've also got, like, you see I've got a few books here, so this is on my bedside table, and my plan is to put like my monthly TBR or the books I've read so far that month on my bedside table. Depending on how many physical books I read, sometimes it might be too big to fit on my bedside table, but that's my current plan for this little pile of books here. So that's what I've done with my bookshelves. Like I said, everything is quite tightly packed in, but I think it looks okay. I think I've done a good job with book Tetris. I managed to fit a lot more books onto the shelf than I was expecting to. The other thing I wanted to mention today, which is exciting, and I feel like I should tell you, is that my YouTube channel was longlisted for the UK Book Vlogger of the Year award. So that's very exciting, and I'm really pleased about that. I was hoping to like announce this earlier and make more of a thing of it on like Twitter and stuff, but basically this award is part of the UK Book Blogger Awards, which is run by the London Book Fair, which is a big fair within the publishing industry, and there was supposed to be like an awards ceremony there, and things were supposed to be announced like in the run-up to that, but London Book Fair was cancelled this year because of coronavirus, so I didn't win. But my channel was longlisted, and I think there were sort of 5 or 6 channels longlisted, so I still feel like proud of that as an achievement, so that's quite exciting. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say today. I just wanted to have a bit of a catch up because it's been such a while since I sat down to make a video, and because the like global situation has changed a lot, I thought it would be nice to have a bit of a chat. I hope you're all well and doing okay, and books are a good distraction always from scary things happening in the world. So I think that's all I wanted to say for today. Do let me know if you're going to participate in the April readathon, the TBR Clear Out readathon that I'm hosting. I should have my TBR for that up on Thursday, so thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another bookish video.